Welcome everyone to our incentive chat. I'm super excited to be coming to you today. My name is Martha Murray. I'm Superstar Director of Sweet Aroma Chicago. And we are going to talk all things incentive. And I absolutely love the fall incentives. I love going into the fall season. I think it's just like, I love the structure that it brings. I love summer. I love the chaos. I love all the things, but after a short while, I'm like, okay, I need structure back in my life, right? It's time to get back to work, time to do all the things. And so I love the fall incentive. I love our fall catalog, like incredible, absolutely amazing. It just inspires me and motivates me. And I think every single home needs all the warmers, all the new scents, like, right? Like I just get so excited about it. So and I love going into the incentive. So tonight I am going to have Itzel's going to chat with us for a little bit. Steven's going to chat with us for a little bit, and I'm going to chat with you. I'm going to kind of end it up on some of my experiences. But Itzel and I both are top earners multiple times on incentive trips. And Steven has been with Scentsy for just a year and earned an incentive trip. Absolutely amazing. And Mandy, I see her over there as well. And she just earned a top level, like a year. Like, come on, anybody can earn these trips. I'm a college dropout. I have been top earner multiple times. And like, if you're a high school dropout, I don't care. What I love about this business is it's no respecter of person. Anyone can do this business. You just have to have a mindset that you're going to work hard and not stop until you achieve your goals. So, Celebration of the Sea, Region 1, The Last Frontier, Alaskan Cruise, July 11th through 8th. You guys, my husband booked us an Alaskan cruise last year to go on it. This year it was canceled. So just to say like how excited I am about this, so excited. It is on my dream board, my bucket list. And then Region 2 is Norway. You get to go to Norway on a cruise. Region 3, South Pacific, top earner, 75, Netherlands, riverboat cruise in Belgium. I actually earned that cruise. I was supposed to go on that in 2020 and it was canceled. So this year you can be a top earner. And I just want to say as well, it is a possibility if you have enough points that you can choose which cruise that you want to go on. Like, what? Like you can do that. Okay. Our qualification period is August 1st to January 31st. So you have 6 months. Come on, 6 months to do this cruise. So I'm going to stop right here because Itzel has another call that she has to go jump on. So I'm going to turn it over to Itzel right now, and she can kind of pick up from here.
Hello, you guys. It's amazing to see you. Well, my first incentive trip was to Punta Cana in 2017. Because I joined in 2016. Okay, so I didn't have any plans of traveling or anything at all. And when they said I was one of the qualifiers, I was like, cool, that's amazing. I mean, I'm gonna go to a trip, and that's about it. And then I started to make the arrangements to leave my job for those days. And then I received an email that said, you receive a payment from Scentsy. And I said, it's not the 9th or the 10th. Why am I receiving money from Scentsy? And they give you money to a K. I mean, not only they give you the trip for free. I mean, this is on top of your commissions, but also they give you money so you can spend in your trip. Because I was telling my sister, like, we are going to eat tuna can, because we don't have money to be there, right? And when they gave us this money, I was like blown away. I don't believe that besides the trip, you're gonna have money, Scentsy money to buy stuff, right? So that was my first like aha moment, like this is it. I mean, amazing. So then all this luxury and all the way they treat you so well and you are top notch in the place you are. We receive room drops every night. That's a little gift that's really special. So I left Punta Cana thinking I won't be missing any other trip, any other Scentsy trip like from now on, right? So that's kind of my structure in my mind when I'm approaching the next incentives, right? Maybe the first time it's like you are there and you're recruiting and you're real excited and you're selling and you're sharing Scentsy, but then you start seeing that you are feeling your tracker for the cruise or this trip. So what I advise you now is like don't stop, like give yourself the time, like the 6 months to work your business to earn the trip. And I think your business is gonna change, uh, like super big, super different is gonna be at the end of the incentive. Maybe you don't earn it. Let's be real. Some won't earn it, even though they tried because they only tried. But your business is gonna be different because maybe you recruit a lot of people. Maybe you sold so much more than the usual amount you sell every month, and you learn. So you can tackle the next incentive trips with more experience, right? But first, I want to say, don't wait to the next incentive. Like, give it all to this one. And then the second thing, I also went to the Mediterranean cruise in 2018, and I want to share something with you. When I was in a cruise, my room had a balcony, so I was there one night, and it was super dark because we were in sea. We were really far away from any other cities, so it was really dark, like black, super black. And I was thinking to myself, like, thank you, God, for allowing me to see all the marvelous things you did for us to see. And you are letting me see it with my own eyes, not through an iPad, not through a postcard or because somebody else went there and they are sharing with me their experience. No, you are letting me see it with my own eyes. And thank you, God, for that. I feel amazingly like so inspired and so blessed because you gave me this opportunity, and I was crying, like really crying. So then because of that, my sister is always the one that almost in every trip just has come with me. I was telling her like we were wrong, like the real way of traveling is cruising. I mean, cruising is the best way. I mean, you are there and you don't remember what day is today, and so in the elevator, in the floor of the elevator, they tell you which what day is today, like Tuesday. That's because you are so lost in time because you're having so much fun and you have a lot of things to see. We went to Hairspray 2 times because they have theater, and we listened to some opera, and we went to another movies, and we watched something similar to Cirque du Soleil. I mean, I was like, it's so much funnier to be in the cruise than outside in real life. You know, I even taste for the first time caviar. I have never tasted before. So that was because of this Mediterranean cruise. So now they are saying we are going to Alaska. Alaska is not on the frame I was looking to. Where am I gonna travel the next time? But when they say at the end of the phrase cruise, I was like, yes, I am in, because that's a way of traveling, you know. So every time now that I have the opportunity to travel, and my parents, for example, say, let's go to a beach near us, and I say, do I need to pay for something? Because when you travel with Scentsy, you don't pay a dime. Okay. So this is about the experience. Like, I know I felt myself crying in Alaska, like really cold tears, like really cold. They are gonna be like snowflakes in my cheeks, you know. And but also I know I'm gonna feel my face like really cold, and I wanna be able to blink. And I am looking already for clothes to wear there. I already went to Victoria, Canada, thanks to Scentsy, because I was top 50 in an incentive a year ago, I think. So I was there already. So I that's the most romantic place on earth is there. So we are going there again, and I'm like, yes. Yes, I am gonna go there again because I love it. The last time I was there because of Scentsy. So that's my experience, and that's I am already thinking of the next one, and I'm already feeling it like, yes, I'm gonna be there, and I'm already doing the prep to be there, right? So let's talk about how do I approach it. Like, okay, you want to go there, but what are you going to do? Okay, first of all, Martha already said, I think it was not recording already, but I have my tracker. I mean, this is like folded, but I have my tracker here. This is already there. And the way I approach things, because I am like a seasoned leader and somebody that's new, I know the guys are gonna talk about because they are newer, and they were like boom, 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 boom. So it's so different the way they earn the trip. But the way I earn the trip, it's first I put in the table all that's on my responsibility. Like, what's on my responsibility? PRB, um, new consultants, and help them to get certified. So their first demo is on me, so they can certify. Okay, so that's the way I'm doing it, because when I am thinking or like, okay, I'm gonna put some points here and here and here and here, I don't think I'm gonna have so many directors, or maybe I'm gonna do a promotion. No, I'm just thinking on what's on my control, because some promotions, in the promotions, you need your team to move, right? And also, if they don't wanna move, you won't lose your trip just because somebody else is not working. So you gotta work in what's on your control first, okay? And then you have the extra points, and you're like, maybe I'm top 50, right? But at least you are gonna be on top of the game of, I'm gonna have the most points for the things that's in my control. Okay. Something okay, so I aim for 2,500 PRV every month, and 2 to 4 new consultants every month. At least half of them need to be in with an order, okay, a 200 order. So now the smart thing to do now, it's that you are doing so much effort to earn the trip, and then I'm telling you, look at the sites, look for mentor award and all sales award. Because if you need to from 8 to 10 new certified, you are 4 away for mentor award, and that's another award I have earned 5 years in a row. And if you are there, if you are aiming for 2,500 every month, you are more than halfway there to get to annual sales award. So work the 3 incentives at the same time. Don't lose sight of something just because you needed another certified people. Okay, so that's my advice I give you to earn the trips, and be really motivated and focus on what you want to do, and don't let anything in your life get in front of you so you will miss the trip. It's going to be something that you will only, I don't know, experience once in a lifetime.
I love all that. I love it. It's all that is so, so true. Like we can't afford to travel Scentsy style. Like we can't. And so they just spoil us. And what I also love is like, if we do all the things that we need to be doing in our business, PRV, building our team and mentoring them to success. So you just keep repeating those things, right? You just keep repeating those things. Then we get to travel for free. Like, what job does that, right? So I love everything you said. It is so true. Thank you so much for sharing all that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the incentive is Scentsy creates incentives. They're built to build your business. That's what all the incentives are based on. They're based on you just building your business, doing all the things that you need to do. And so I love that. And like you said too, I love that you like PRV, like you control your PRV. Like you decide how much you're going to sell. It is so true. That is so true. All right. I am going to go ahead and turn it over to Stephen. If you want to go ahead. And super director Stephen King. I don't know if Mandy's
not the author.
Mandy as well. I'll let you guys.
All right, so I'm gonna start it as we all start as an essential consultant, correct? We all start on the same level, no matter how long you've been with the company. And It's all about your mindset, what you put into it. You may have heard my story in Ignite last year, and in a roundabout way, I never would have thought I would still be in Scentsy. I joined during the pandemic. My business was closed. It was something for me to offset my income. So I never thought after 2 months I would still be doing it. But here I am a year later. I have promoted to director. We just got back from Disney a month ago with Scentsy. Never in a million years would I have thought I would have earned a trip through a direct sales company. Trust me. So the Disney trip. Now, we were lucky enough to have the option to take a buyout. And that was a tough decision for a lot of people, putting the pandemic aside, money or a trip. And once we had gotten the itinerary of what the Disney trip was going to be about, I said to Chris, I was like, we will get that money and it's probably just going to pay something off or it's going to get spent on something stupid. I said, we are never in our life going to have this opportunity again. So fast forward to the trip, and our first day was Magic Kingdom. And we got up, I think it was like 4 a.m. We got up because we had to get on the buses. And we got to Magic Kingdom at about 5:30 in the morning, 5:30. And all standing in line at the front gates of Disney. And these guys come out playing the trumpets, like, doo, 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 doo. And it was just a feeling you'll never get. So let us in, and we're walking down Main Street of Disney. It's dark out because it's still early morning. All the lights are on Main Street. All of the Scentsy, like corporate, all the people from corporate were lined up. Dan was on the street of Disney. So they were all lined up. They were handing us gift cards, clapping, handing us balloons. It was the most amazing thing you could ever feel. We cried. Yeah. You'll never experience that. And people say that all the time is you'll never experience a trip like a Scentsy trip. And once you've experienced one, you're not missing another one. You are going to try your hardest to get that next trip and the next trip and the next trip, because it's truly a once in a lifetime experience. And I won't go into everything they did for us, but like Ithel said, we had a room drop every night, which made it super special. We anticipated coming back because what was going to be on the bed when we got back. So those special moments there, walking in to Animal Kingdom when we had our private night, and we got to ride the Flight of Passage, the Pandora ride, twice, which
you just walked in,
and it's hard enough to ride it once, but walking into Magic Kingdom, we were all in a single file line, all the Scentsy people, and walking through that gate, and everyone from corporate just high-fiving. Everyone, as they made sure they did not miss a person. Everybody got a high five. It's a huge sense of respect from a corporation, and that's hard to find in real life. I mean, I worked retail for a very, very long time and never got that sense of respect out of anyone higher than you. So yes, do not miss a Scentsy trip. It is totally worth earning. Now, I know I have somebody on my team, and I think she's watching now, but I'm not going to call her out. She was like, I can't do cruises. I can't do this trip. I cannot get on a boat. I can't do it. Can't look at it as you can't do it, because then you're going to set yourself up for failure. But what's great about Scentsy and this trip is, if you don't want to take the trip, you could go to SFR. If you don't want to take the trip, try your hardest, because the biggest thing other than the trip is bragging rights. And that is the best thing that you can show your customers, your followers, your friends is you're doing it. It's working for you. And it's possible for anybody. We're all the same. So try. That's the biggest piece of advice is try. The second biggest piece of advice would be consistency. And I mean, everyone can speak it till they're blue in the head, but if you're not showing up every day in some sort of way, you're not consistent. Are you posting at least once a day? You try to post throughout the day, but scheduling your posts helps tremendously. You don't have to be fully into your business every minute of the day. There are ways to work your business without physically working your business. Let it run itself. So yeah, stay consistent. That's the best thing you can do. And as far as recruiting, no, it doesn't come easy to most people. It doesn't come easy to me, that's for sure. But the easiest way to recruit is getting your parties and telling your host about host kit, the host join kit, and the opportunity. It's planting the seed, and they may say no, but 2 months later they may come back and say, yeah, I think I do want to join. You just never know. And if you don't say it, then it's not planted for them. There's something else I was going to say. Yeah. Keep track of your numbers. It does help. I know when we were doing Ignite, we had a lot of tracking documents and stuff. I did send out, somebody shared it in the directors group, and I think Martha, you shared it again in Sweet Aroma. And it's just a super simple sheet of, what your month was, where you started at, as far as title, have you promoted or how many recruits you've had, just to give you something where you're physically seeing it too. It makes you think about it even more. And focus 2,000 PRV every month. That should be your goal. 2,000 PRV every month. You're also getting a 5% bonus. So why would you leave that money on the table? I think that's all I got. Mandy's gonna share a little something. But yeah, try for this trip because it will be one of the most amazing things you'll ever experience. And we haven't even gotten to experience the Alaskan cruise yet. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time.
Just to kind of, touch base with what Steven said, you guys, I'm not kidding. And I'm probably going to cry just talking about it and thinking about it. But, I personally had the hardest year in my life. And when I walked in those doors of Disney and people were congratulating us and trumpets were sounding and the sky was dark, but the castle was lit purple and they were playing, I think it was Aladdin at the time, A Whole New World. And we were walking up to the castle and they're handing us balloons and it's just the energy that you cannot, even the energy alone, you cannot get that anywhere. Yeah, everyone's on vacation and you're always going to have pretty good vibes when you're on vacation, but to know that you earned this and that you did this and that even for me, in a sense, I was like, man, I'm here with my best friend that I convinced to join, who told me I was stupid for joining. And if it wasn't for me talking to him into this too, we wouldn't be doing this together. And
that's what I meant. Find your best friend because you'll push each other to do amazing things. Swear to that. You will. If your best friend is not selling Scentsy, the one that you talk to every day, that should be your next recruit. Honestly.
And I didn't take no for an answer. And he was calling me he was like, Mandy, you are insane. And I'm like, just hear me out. But for real, in that moment, walking up, knowing that not only did I do this, but I convinced him to do it. And we're walking into this place and I have my mom and my husband's with me and my mom just beat cancer. And just the feeling of that I earned it is something more than even if I would have bought it. Even if I would have bought it and it was the same thing, it just wasn't the same feeling. It was that all of that hard work and everything that I put into it to walk through those gates, to feel that. It was something that I'll never be able to explain in the right words until you actually earn it. one thing, and there were so many things about Disney, but like there was one time you guys went off, but me and my mom and my husband, we were riding like the river rapids or something, and there was no one in line. So they're like, "You want to go again?" I mean, we literally just sat on the ride, and we didn't even have to go back in line. We just kept going on and going down. We were drenched. But like the after party was so cool too. Like Scentsy threw this amazing party with like DJs.
The characters.
Yeah, they had the characters out there,
which was really hard to get because of COVID.
Yeah.
They were all behind something. And when we walked out of Animal Kingdom on our last night, they had
like
about
all
8 characters in the safari outfit. I mean, you couldn't touch them, but they were in touching distance of you.
You could take selfies with them.
You wouldn't have been able to get that if you were just a regular person going to Disney that weekend. So
yeah, they had like a DJ and bubble machines, and you guys, it was just, you guys, you probably understand. Well, you don't understand until you feel it, but it was amazing. It was seriously the best experience in my entire life. And even my husband, I was like, "Sorry, honey, but that trumped our wedding, our honeymoon. Like, it trumped everything." And he's like, "Well, yeah, I agree." And he was probably, "Okay, why are you working yourself to death?" And now he's like, what do you need help with, babe? We need to go on another trip, So that's my Disney experience in a nutshell. But something that I just wanted to talk on too was, I'll be honest with you guys, when I first started this, I was doing good, but I looked at the incentive tracker and I was like, oh my God, yeah, right. There's no way I'm going to earn that. And that's the first thing that I did wrong. Okay, let me tell you this right now. I cannot tell you how many people look at the numbers and say, I got to do all that to earn this trip, and then they don't even try. They get overwhelmed by everything that's on this list, and they don't even give it a shot. And what I realized afterwards is that when I wasn't trying, I was just working my business hard and continuously working it hard, that it is possible. It is possible. You guys, if you just show up every single day
by staying consistent,
you're going to see those check marks come off. And then you're going to realize that, all of these tiny little goals that you're doing, just working your business, are now checking off. And then you're getting to that bigger goal, and you're getting closer. So yeah, I want you to watch the tracker, but the first thing that I want you to do is to tell yourself, I can do this. Because I promise you, don't look at those numbers. Don't defeat yourself before we even get there, because I think that's the most important thing.
No.
I think so many people look at that and be like, nope, there's no way. And they don't even try because, well, they don't like failure. They don't,
it looks a lot.
It looks like a lot looking at it.
And we were told Disney was probably one of the hardest trips to earn. Martha, you've been with Scentsy for a while, so
Yeah.
But that's what we kept hearing was Disney was one of the hardest incentives to try to get. And that's what I've relayed to my team. I'm like, guys, this is way easier than Disney, trying to earn for Disney was last year. Like, you've got to put yourself out there and do it.
Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Honest to God, what is the worst thing that can happen? Oh, you get more money because you're trying harder for PRV. Oh, you get new teammates. So now your paychecks are getting larger because you're like climbing up that ladder. You get promotions. You get closer to the director goal. What's the worst thing that can happen? Seriously, I think so many times we just set ourselves up with like, I can't do this, that we don't even try. And I think that limits everybody. And once you get it in your head that, okay, you know what, I am going to do this. I don't care what is in the way, because Stephen and Mandy and Isel and Martha told me that this is the best trip of my life. I'm going to try. And you know what, if I don't get it this time, that's okay, because I just kicked butt in my business, right?
Sure did.
And then the next time I know, okay, this is what I got to do. I just got to push a little bit harder here. You guys stay consistent. Tell yourself that you can do it. Don't tell yourself that this isn't an option, because it is an option. We are regular people. We are two friends that decided
with no money
that decided to join Scentsy on a whim, and seriously, it's changed our lives. And once you have to believe it, but once you believe it and you get there, anything's possible, honest.
And one thing I forgot to mention too, don't forget to build your customer relationship. Don't be salesy. Just it's a relationship, not a sales floor. You take care of your customers, treat your customers like a regular friend. They will take care of you, and that is your business. It falls down to customer service. Are you giving great customer service to the people that are buying products from you?
We really don't have to sell a product. Our product sells itself.
Yes.
Honest to God, it's the best product that you can buy, in my opinion, in any MLM marketing company out there. And we have something for everyone. So, yeah, just be yourself.
And
Be
it's constantly
authentic.
changing.
Be your authentic self.
Yes.
And
Don't copy and paste. Just even if you do copy and paste, plug some of your own words that your customers will begin to learn who you are, how you talk, and they'll be able to notice if it's not you truly speaking. So be funny in your posts, you know.
Be you.
Speak how you would speak to your best friend.
If you're shy and quiet and mousy, be shy, quiet, and mousy. If you're loud and obnoxious, like me, be loud and obnoxious. You know, just be yourself, really.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
I think that's all I got. Until tomorrow, I'll remember something, but. Unmute it, Martha. Anything else?
Are we muted?
We're not muted.
Oh.
Martha's muted. She can't find the mute button.
There we go. I don't know why.
There you go.
I kept pushing it and it wasn't unmuting. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my dogs are barking too. I thought of something when you guys were talking and I wanted to share it. First of all, like even if you don't want to earn an incentive, like Scentsy can be your ticket to freedom. It's just, and I can speak from that because that's what Scentsy has done for our family. Like we live now where people vacation and I have that freedom and flexibility. And that's like, if you don't want to earn an incentive, like that's okay. But the incentive is based on you, on you achieving freedom and flexibility in your life. And another thing too, I thought of when you guys were talking is hope. Like I'm going to try, I hear all the time, I really hope I can do this. I'm going to try to earn the incentive. I'm sorry, but that is not a business plan. Hope is not a business plan. And you cannot go into this incentive with that type of mindset. I'm hoping I'm going to do this. And I am, if you watched any of my trainings ever, I'm like huge on affirmations. And when I was a star consultant, I put a Post-it on the mirror and it said, I am a superstar director. Because you have to change your mindset. You have to change your thinking. And you need to surround yourself with positive affirmations. And I'm a recruiting rock star. Like I seriously, like it, Post-its are like my jam. I am a selling machine. Like you have to tell yourself these things over and over and over, whatever you're trying to do in your life or achieve in your life. And who cares what anyone else thinks? Do they pay your bills? No. Get over worrying about what people are going to think on social media. If you want to build the life of your dreams, you have to have courage. Have courage, and focus on, like Scentsy is so simple and people make it so complicated. This business is built on you sharing this opportunity with other people. So sponsoring or recruiting, whatever you want to call it, and then selling. That's what this business is based on. And then you just keep duplicating those things over and over and over, and you will succeed in this business. You will succeed. So I wanted to share something that I did here. Okay, I'm going to earn this trip for 2. So I'm just putting it all out there. I'm earning it for 2 because that's what I do. Okay. So my husband's he just walked in the door from work and he's going, woo-hoo. So just walked in the door with Chinese for dinner. So anyways, but I'm going to keep going. Okay. So I need 45,000 points. Okay. 8,000 of those are sponsoring points. Okay. So here's the deal. I've got 2 people signing up August 1st. My goal is many more than that during this incentive. And my goal is to do 8 in August, to be honest with you, because I like to, like, I can't always control that, right? So the earlier I sponsor people, right, the earlier I sponsor them, chance of them at least getting to certified increases. Okay, and I just want to throw this out there too, that it is more attainable for somebody that is a certified or leads consultant to earn this trip than somebody that's at the top of the company. Okay, so if that's who you are, like, let's go. Like, let's do this for you. Okay. So I took the 45,000 points. I minus 8,000. Okay. So that leaves me at 37,000. And then I minus my paid at title points. Okay. So I'm going to be paid at title every month. I'm speaking it, claiming it. It's happening. Okay. So I minus that 15,000 points. That leaves me at 22,000 points. So here's what I did. I divided that up into 6 months and then 30 days. And then I need to sell, because $118 a day. That's it. $118 a day. You have to break things down in bite-sized pieces. When I say 45,000 points, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's overwhelming, right? That's a lot. But break things down into bite-sized pieces. If you have a monthly goal of 2,500 each month, like, break that down. What do you need to sell daily? Okay. That's so much more attainable. Okay. And then you can, like, who likes to cross things off their list, right? Then after I sell that, look, cross that off, and that's how you earn an incentive. You take it one bite at a time, one piece at a time. That's how you earn an incentive like this, you guys. All right, I want to go over a few things really quick. I got all the forms, all the things going on over here, but I want to, like, how do I earn an incentive? I hear this all the time. How do I do this? What do I got to do? All the things, right? So I've got some tips for you. Start booking parties right now, today, for August. Another thing too, front load your calendar. Put your parties and make sure you book them within the first 15 days of each month. Okay. Book your part. Always front load your calendar. Okay. Because when day 15 comes by and you're like, oh man, this isn't working out so well, you can adjust your sale, right? You have time to adjust your sale to reach your goal for the rest of the month. Like, we all have parties that fail. That's just life. It happens. Okay. It's not the end of the earth. It's okay. It's okay. Just go get another party. You say, I can't book parties. I can't recruit. You're not asking enough people. Let's just call it what it is. You're not asking enough people if you're not recruiting and you're not booking parties. Your mouth is the key to your business succeeding. Your mouth. If you don't have, like, I'm just going to say this too. Like, you need to go into all your Facebook groups, create relationships, create friendships, friend request all the people. How do I know you? I get that all the time. I'm asked, like 5,000 friends at my list. Who gives a flip? Okay, I move on to the next person. You do not offend me asking me, like, how do I know you? I don't give a flip. Then you're not my person. Okay, I'm going to move on to somebody else. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. Okay, you need to build a business for financial freedom, for flexibility, for you and your family. I'm changing my family's life. If you want to take a back seat and not do that, that's on you. But don't tell me that I can't recruit and I can't book parties and I can't do this when you're not doing all the things you need to be doing in your business. Okay. All right. All right. Start reaching out to your best customers about joining. Start adding new people to your Facebook. I already covered all this, right? Start a VIP group if you don't have one. Get yourself a VIP group. Host your own fall open house. Stephen had one last night before. How'd it go, Stephen?
I did my very first open house at my home, which I never thought I would do, but I was like, why not? I did it Tuesday, but I'm also doing it Saturday.
Awesome.
Because I wanted to be open for people that could only come during the week and people that could only come during the weekend. In my mind, at first, I thought it was a bust. I'm going to be honest. I only had 4 people come, but out of those 4 people, 2 of them were customers of my other business, but they both bought Scentsy, and one typically always adds something onto my free shipping. So I think they kind of wanted to see my house, but that's okay, right? Because you're building a friendship and
Right.
not a sales pitch.
Yeah.
So they both bought something out of my cash and carry, and the one ordered for my last free shipping of this month. Or no, she ordered for, sorry, the 8/1 shipping. So out of the new catalog. And then I had one lady that is currently hosting for me, and she wanted to stop by to smell everything, which is great. So she knew what she'd want to get. And then I had one girl come that I've known for quite a while and never bought anything from me. But she's in my group, and she follows, she never comments, nothing. And when I had posted that I was going to do this, she's like, "Oh, I'm totally there." So I was like, okay, that's cool. She ended up buying $150 of stocks from me at my house. She also ordered $111 on my last order for this month, and then turned around and texted me at night and was like, "Is it too late to add to my order?" and added another $60 to that order. That's one person that's never bought from me ever. And she said that she would host a party for me in the fall to get the fall stuff. She had just had a Camper Chef party, so she didn't want to have one right away, but she said she would definitely have one. So in reality, it was a win, right?
Yeah,
Because
totally.
I mean, and it was for 3 hours. And it's just building your relationship stronger because you're allowing to talk face to face with your customers. So this Saturday, now that I have a lot more interest in this Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. I might need to take an anxiety pill. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know. So yeah, it was definitely worth
No,
it.
I think that's good. That's good. 100%. All right. We already talked about PRV and setting your goal for that PRV and breaking it down into bite-sized pieces. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about. And not like if you've never sold 2,000 in a month or 2,500 PRV in a month, get out of your comfort zone because you can do it. Because there's a whole lot of us doing it, and you can do it too. Because you are no different than me or Steven or Mandy or Itzel. You can do this. You can do this. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're absolutely right. I'm just going to put that there. Rewrite your list of 100 you know or know of and reach out to them about joining. I would personally, I think you need to reach out to them about hosting and then flip those parties and get them to join. That's what you really need to do. I talked about Post-its all around your house. Create a background on your phone of the cruise ship, right? So every time you pick up your phone, like that's going to be a reminder that you need to open your mouth for your business, right? Reach out to your downline, your entire downline, text them, call them, send happy mails. Like I heard before, like, well, I haven't really been in touch with them. Start now. Focus on right now and move forward. Focus on right now, move. Fundraisers, book fundraisers. Okay, if you want an idea on how to get some fundraisers, go look at my Facebook. I posted something today, and I think it will help each of every one of you book fundraisers. If you don't know how to book, have a fundraiser, I got a file in Sweet Aroma about fundraisers. We've got a YouTube video about fundraisers, but fundraisers are typically personal connections. Like I made up the packets. I've gone to schools. That doesn't work. You talking to people and figuring out what their passion is and how you can help them raise funds for their favorite organization is the key to fundraisers. Why fundraisers? Fundraisers bring high PRV and it expands your network to new customers that you never would have had in the past. That's why you need fundraisers. Get into local crafts fairs, festivals, events. I already got 3 or 4 booked for this fall myself. That's just another way for you to network, expand your network. Put warmers, drawing boxes, displays in local businesses. That huge. That'll put some business cards there, whatever you got to do. Get into some local businesses. Make samples and hand them out or mail them to everyone. When you hand out samples, make sure you are connecting with them on Facebook and getting their information, because a sample without a name is a sample down the drain. And then you follow up on those samples. Follow up with all your customers via text, email, happy mail. All their info should be in your workstation. And again, get in with your team and do some power hours together. show them how they need to work their business. Power hours will help with doing that. And then, like, take somebody on the cruise with you. We can do this together. You can do this. Every one of you are capable of doing this business and succeeding in this business. All right. Any questions, comments, anything? Unmute yourself. Happy to answer any questions that anyone has, or Mandy, if you want to ask Mandy or Steven something, like anyone have a question, comment? No? All righty. All right. Well, thank you to every single one of you that are on the call. I cannot wait to cruise with every single one of you. We can do this. Super excited about it. All right. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too.